When setting up Studio Manager, you want to create your class programs. To do that, you would come into Settings, Categories, and then Class Programs. But before we show you how, let's show where they're used. So when I come into my global settings and I start typing program, I can see that there are multiple different places to show it. I can choose to show it at the admin side, or I can choose to show it at the student side. I can also have programs appear in separate tabs, as well as hide specific programs if needed. So on the student side, if I have the program filter on, this lets them see the programs that I've selected to be able to filter their classes. When I'm creating a class, I'll always select a program. So when I'm creating a class, I select the program, and depending on my global settings, it will show up in different places in the system and be a filter for students to use. So how do I create one? I'm under Setting Categories and then Class Programs. I'm going to click Add New Category. I would say what my category is and my order. My order number is going to be number one is going to show up at the top, and a bigger number is going to show up at the bottom. So in this case, as I'm creating it, I want to have a big number. I'm then going to ignore the icon setting for shape, color, letter, and letter color. Those don't apply to the class programs category. They only apply to the member category. So once I have my category of class programs, the name of the program and the order, I'm going to click Save. Then when I refresh my class details page and I go to create my next class, I can see my test program is now there to select. If at any point I want to change the name, I would come back into the settings, categories, class programs, click the pencil icon, change the name. I could also change the order and save. And those would be reflected throughout the program. If I no longer am going to use that program, I can click the trash button to archive it. Please note that it only archives it, it does not delete it. I can then also click on the right-hand side, Show Archive to see archived programs, or Show Active to see what's current in my system. So as you're creating your class programs, you want to think of this as the second level down in your hierarchy. You have a genre, which is like a bigger area. Then underneath the genres, you might have some class programs. The genre is a filter that's always there. The class program filter you can choose to use or not, and it's especially helpful on the student side. So think of this as a way that a student would think of your program.